Enthusiasm or anything. Sup.
Hi guys.
Alright, don't hurt their ears now.
Alright.
Yeah, we are going to be doing another 3v3 tournament tonight. The bracket is now starting up. So I'm excited about what we're going to be seeing tonight. It looks like we have 9 teams, so it's another small tournament tonight, which is interesting just because of the fact that normally we, on Wednesday nights, we tend to get a lot, but it's also because we usually get 2v2. So let's see what we got tonight. We got Make Merca God's Plan versus Meme. Okay. And then, Alcoholics. Okay. They will be waiting for that in round 2. Brick Squad versus We Throw for Skins. Wildfire versus Polish Space Program.
Great.
And then Extreme Zone versus Ya Hate to See It. Now, I'm interested because I know a lot of people tend to change their names up and everything. Kind of interested to see who these teams are. I do recognize Brick Squad, and I do recognize Extreme Zone. I believe Extreme Zone has one of our 3v3 victories. OK has our other 3v3 victory. This is our third 3v3 tournament. We had 2 2v2 tournaments yesterday, or the past 2 days. And Brick Squad winning one of them again, so I'm very interested to see how they're gonna do. So we're gonna get into God's Plan versus Meme. Very interesting teams, in my opinion.
I love the team names so much.
Oh yeah, these guys get really creative. It's very interesting. Also, if my mic is like killing you guys, let me know. It's really hard to adjust this mic. Okay, let's get into this. Let's check them out. I realize I gotta probably turn the music down too. But alright, let's go into this. We're gonna get... It is... Oh, it's OK's team.
Oh, no.
Versus Meme. Alright. So they are... I'm gonna change their name to the proper team name. And that is... I don't know why they keep changing it. They can't just put OK. So we do have a team that we do know, and that is OK, and OK is the other 3v3 champion. So that's kind of cool to see them here. So right now it is game 1, and we are tied up 3 minutes and 33 seconds into this. Steve putting this on the back wall. And Air putting that ball in. Nicely done. So I believe Air Toboggan, I think is how I say his name, and Beard are actual OK players, and Steve is their sub player, I believe.
Okay.
So OK versus Meme. We're in game 1. Oh, and I realize the stream is choking a little bit. I do apologize, folks. I just realized I never put everything back to normally. See, I play at a higher frame rate, so that's why all that happens. Let's see. Here. Boom. Alright, that's fixed. That shouldn't be a problem anymore. So 3 minutes left into this game. Okay, up by 1. Ooh, a little bit of ping-pongy action going on. People are trying to get some strong clears. Steve went to put a shot and get a good pass again to Air. I don't know who their original third is, but I don't think I think Steve should be on their team because those are some nice passes happening already.
And Air's doing a very, very good job reading the passes as well. He's just sitting there ready to go for that pass every time.
2 minutes up. We are just about 10 seconds away from halftime. Okay, putting a lot of pressure. Oh. So, no, Beard is the third that we're missing. Huh. So, Gary and Air are the mains, I believe, Steve. All right, so they don't need Beard Runner. All right, New City looking for that. Missing. Miski doing some weird backflips. Chenny, I guess is his name. Interesting names. Yeah, this is the hard part about casting random tournaments. Trying to get used to people's names. A little tricky. Nice clear by Chenny Lenny. Miski backing up. Get him ready for this one. Going to try to hold it. Steve prepared for that. He's going to put this off the backboard slowly. Ooh, double commit there. Chenny has to do something. Can't get it clear in it. Gary reads it and puts the ball in, giving the 4-1 lead. Have anything to say about that, Cools? Or you're just dead silent now?
No, I'm watching. Like, I see meme. They're all over each other. That's what I'm looking at right now. Like, geez, I'm surprised they doesn't have more points on them right now. But I mean, hey, they're holding out, I guess, a little bit.
Getting a little confusion. Speaking of all over each other, you just saw right there in that play the two of them from meme just on top of each other.
Yeah.
Air trying to carry this with New City. Lenny
Double
gets in the
committing
way.
and everything.
Yeah. Nicely controlled, but Gary was reading it. New City trying to set up a play, but OK is all over them right now. Steve's looking to put this in the center for Gary. Gary was a little too far up, so it was a little hard for him to take that shot. Meme pushing this over back to the OK side. OK trying to control this one now. Oh, no. An unforgivable pinch with New City, so we're back on the meme side. Air looking to center this one up. Lenny doing a nice job keeping that higher than the net, so a shot could not happen. 1 minute left in game one. Ball centering up. Miski's getting rid of this one. Two players moving up for meme. Gary hit the ball. Almost went into the net. Lenny trying to get in the way. Air looking to put this one in. Off target, and Miski was able to clear this. Gary looking to send this one up, looking for a teammate. Goes a little too far out. New City's going to try to control it. Good pinch against off Steve to get him all the way over to the other side. Last 30 seconds of the game, and Gary is doing a good job controlling this around the players, faking him out. Lenny just getting a small touch, but Air is going to take the shot. New City blocking that one. The ball's high. Ooh, Steve tried to take the shot. Miski was able to clear that one out in time. Lenny putting this to center. Miski's going to follow this up. Back to Lenny, but Lenny wasn't in the right position for that. New City went to save that, and Gary put that in, putting another point on the board. They got a 4-point lead with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Very, very unfortunate miss right here. New City, if he would have hit that, it would have been cleared out, but very unfortunate.
So, with that, 7 seconds left on the board, this is an easy call that OK is going to take this game. What do you say to meme? How are they going to be able to counter this and come back? Or do you just think that OK's attacks are just too strong right now?
I mean, OK is doing very well with their attacks, but meme, they really need to stop double committing. I've seen them going all over each other. I don't know if they're all like in a party together or not, or they're just like a randomly formed team. But like if they're using their voice chat, they need to communicate a lot more, because if you don't, you're gonna get double committing. You're gonna get people not even gonna go for the ball, and then OK is just gonna steamroll all over them if they just have no communication.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. You know, OK is just keeping a lot of pressure on them right now. It's kind of tough to do anything when you have a team like that who is constantly ready for any moves you make. So I'm very interested to see what else they're going to be able to do now that they took such an advantage of that. So, OK up in the lead in a best of 3. They are on match point. Meme is going to have to do something in this game if they want to see a game 3. Lenny doing a nice job getting up in the air, pushing that away. New City controlling this. He actually switched his car over to the Merc. I guess he got a little serious when he found out this was on the stream. But a double commit out of 2 of those players, so they got to be careful with that. Open net now. Lenny, ooh, could not time that, and Steve puts the first point in for Team OK.
Yeah. Lenny's on the wall right there for some reason. I think he was trying to go for the save, but I think he was just been better off just in the net, just jump up for it.
So with that, we have an early lead for OK. Gary looking to put a shot. Miski, oh, feels flipped, man. That ball goes in, giving them a 2-0 lead. We're not even 30 seconds into game 2 yet.
When you go against a team full of champs like this, you cannot afford to miss like that, because every shot they will get, it will go on net, like almost no matter what. So you cannot miss. If you miss, it's gonna go in, and that's gonna be a goal for them.
New City trying to control this one up. Gary getting in the way. Oh, no, that was Air. Sorry, Gary ready for that one. I read the wrong name. Steve playing back on defense, doing a nice job controlling this one. Miski trying to get in the way. Steve was able to connect with it, so it's going to stay on the meme side. Lenny trying to do a nice air dribble, running out of boost at the end, so he couldn't push it off to the side. Miski's going to try to control this one. Air looking to push this one over to the meme side. Getting cut off again in the middle. Gary up before Lenny, but whiffing that. Or it could be a fake. We don't know. When we're getting in the higher ranks like this, it gets a little harder to know if it's a whiff or a call off. Oh, a touch like that could be a little dangerous. Gary trying to read New City. New City noticing he had a defender on him, so he had to push us over to the other side, but Air's there for that one. Miski pushing this one over. Gary, last man back, going up against two players. Doing a nice job controlling this. It's all centered up. Lenny not looking the right way at all, so that gave Steve the opportunity to clear this one. Steve passing it to Gary. Gary hitting it into the corner. Ooh, a little too high for Air, but Air looks like he's going to try to keep it in the center. Nope. Two whips out of two players. New City popping this up for Miski. Miski really not following that one up. Steve mistiming that. Lenny looking to try to center this one. Two players on OK in the way. Gary pushing this one over in the center. Steve and Air were both not ready for that pass. So they're going to have to reset this play. Steve's bringing it up to the high wall. Miski and everyone missing it. Easy shot. Ooh, Lenny getting in time, just in time, or getting in the way just in time, I meant to say, excuse me. Miski hitting that one a little high. Steve looking to center this one up again. Two players on that one. Open net now. Miski's got to get that. Oh, nice save by Miski there. I got so excited I choked myself. Triple commit coming out of Meme, but it was able to get the push they need. Gary putting this one up high now. Over New City. Lenny's back. Catching this one. Air challenging. Winning that one. Pushing this one over. Miski not in position for a good defense. Air just needs to get this one up. Hop the back wall. Gary off the... Oh, the crossbar. Centered up again. New City. Ooh, not a good touch.
What is this pressure?
Gary controlling this one. Whoa, nice fake on New City. Ooh, Air could not control that one. Lenny and New City trying to control this one. Steve able to cut off that push before anything else happens. Seems like the game is slowed down a little bit. No one's really making any big, bold moves yet. It seems like both players are kind of playing safe. Although Meme has been double committing a little bit too much. So I think OK just realizes they just want to run down the clock. They're up 2-0. They don't really need to do much offense right now. Missing that one. 1 minute, 40 seconds left on the clock. In game 2. Meme needs to score 2 points if they want to tie this. Steve slowly controlling this. A double commit confusion while Miski was still able to make the defense play he needed. Air looking to push this one off. Steve going to follow that one up. Miski ready for a cutoff. He gets it. Air controlling this ball, but Miski's all over him. That ball's slowly going towards the goal. Gary's able to get it out of the way in time. Steve's ready to make the push. New City in the way. Coming down to the last minute. Cools what needs to happen now if Meme wants to tie this game up.
I mean, it's like I said last time, if they even want to have a chance at winning right now, they need to get their game together, get their communication down, and they need the communication so bad to win this game. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Because right now it looks like they're just hitting the ball without purpose, and I say that as that happens.
And finally, a ball goes in for Meme. Nice play by New City, putting that ball up high. Miski following that just in time, catching all of OK on rotation. And that ball goes in for them. They're only down by 1.44 seconds. This is very possible for Meme to come back. Little confusion in the center. New City putting this one high. Gary stopping that one. You can see Troggin really pushing up. Air, I should say. Can't say that part of his name. Toboggan. Toboggan. Nah. Gary. Oh, no. Steve went to put that in. Gary's now there to cut it off. Coming down to the last 15 seconds. Meme needs to do something. They got to play a little bit more aggressive if they want to see an overtime. 10 seconds on regulation time. Can Meme do anything? Or will they get the 2-0 sweep and knocked out right at the beginning of this tournament? And with that, it looks like it's going to be a knockout. GG. And OK, we'll move on to the next round.
scoreboard speaks for itself, really. The pressure OK always gives, or make Merca God's Plan, what as their team name is right now. They gave a lot of pressure. Last game they had a lot of shots like this as well, with Mean just having almost no pressure. They held their ground a little bit with their saves. 5 saves on Mean, like trying to protect their freaking net. They really needed to. So that's why OK didn't really score as many goals this time.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right about that one. And a lot of the pressure just came out of Team OK, so nicely done by them. All right, so we're going to be moving on to the next... Whoa, it wasn't working for me. All right, so we're going to be moving on to the next one. I clicked it, and then it just decided not to do anything. All right, poop. When did I join that tournament? I think that was the 1v1 tournament I joined.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so let's check in to see how everyone else is doing. Brick Squad tied with We Throw for Skins. 1-1. It looks like they're in Game 3. Wildfire and Polish Space Program. Whoa, look at the score.
Oh, my.
Ooh. Sorry if I just blew
my.
everyone's ears up, but ooh. 12-0, 7-0. I don't even think it's worth going in there. Extreme Zone getting knocked out, though. 2-0 sweep by You Hate to See It. And like they say, you hate to see it. So early knockout for them. Interesting to see that. So let's get in here. These guys are probably finishing up their game. I'm not sure how far they're into it. But let's see. Brick Squad versus We Throw for Skins. We're going to get in there. Is it really?
No.
Oh. I was like, I didn't see that. Oh,
okay,
we still got a good amount of time in there. So, this is the hard part about running everything at the same time. I literally throw myself off over and over again on where everything is. But let's see who has Brick Squad on their team. It looks like the Tyrant. I don't remember if we've seen it before. But sorry there's no sound. We're just setting up everything. This is the only problem about not having a technician guy or whatever you want to call him behind me. What's the team name they're versing right now?
We Throw for Skins.
We Throw for Skins. We Throw
With the number 4.
for Skins. Nice team name. All right, so let's get into this. No more looking at my face. It's all tied up onto 1 on the series, but Brick Squad is up 2-0. As we click in, you can see Turbo pushing that over. A nice one by Tyrant to be able to put that one over. So,
I've heard a lot about Brick Squad. What can you tell me? What can you tell me about them?
all right,
Like,
so the thing about Brick Squad is that GS Turbo and Space Guy have won every single 2v2 tournament they have entered. Oh, now he's Space Lad. The only 2v2 tournament they have not won was this past Monday, but that was because they did not show up. So they're still technically undefeated. But in the 3v3 scenes, they haven't found that third yet to settle with them. They have not won any of our 3v3 tournaments. So I'm very interested to see how they do this tournament and see if maybe this third will work with them. Funny to say is that if I actually wasn't running tonight, I was going to be their third, just for fun.
Nice.
Oh, Monster could not put that ball in. Space Lad looking to put this one over. It's going to hit the... Oh, that almost actually went in, but Nash doing a nice job saving that one. Space Lad, last man back, going up against Monster. Gucci Monster could not get it under Space Lad. Dean looking to control that. Tyrant doing a nice job keeping it out of the orange possession while they are playing on defense. Spaceman, Lightman. Space Lad, Lightman. I can't follow his name, but nicely done by him putting that shot in.
Yeah, very, very good touch by him. Nash was not ready for that.
He wasn't. Spaceman was there. Space Lad was able to get around just in time. Get a good tap over the front of his car and get that ball in. Oh, it could be like a kickoff goal, and it is.
Oh, no.
And they're up 4-0. How did these guys lose their second game? No fast kickoff. Dean just went a little bit too far off to the side. And that allowed Buzz Lightyear to put that ball in. I'm going to butcher his name over and over again. So minute 42 seconds left. Brick Squad up by 4 points with a tied series. Only best of 3, so this could be it for them. For We Throw for Skins, I mean, of course. Space Lad up for that one. He looked to put a shot, missing the target. A lot of confusion. Tyrant coming up. Oh, could not get the shot in. Nash was right there in time. Gucci Monster trying to get up there. Turbo was able to block him. Nash and Gucci Monster double committing. All 3 players are over in the corner. Not looking good. Another crossbar coming out of Space Lad, though. Turbo doing a nice job getting up there. Went to try to put the shot. Dean was there on defense. Tyrant was just getting bumped around on our screen. Nash trying to read that redirect. Came up a little too far, so it was an easy defense for the blue team. McNash, last one back. Over the shoulder. See, he's been practicing that one. Nice save by him. Ooh, and then the ball almost went in after that one. Space Line looking to keep the pressure on him. Ball centered up. Turbo! There's that duo out of those 2. Nicely done. And that gives them another point. This is the duo team I'm talking about. This is the deadly duo these guys have been playing.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's insane. And honestly, what I'm noticing here is like I just think Brick Squad is just playing much faster, and I feel like that. Then I think the enemy just not the enemy. Well, the other team. The
enemy
just,
team.
Yeah, I'm usually whenever I'm on a team, like I call the other team the enemy, but I think they just forfeited. So, but yeah, from what I noticed from this one game, we didn't get to see the other 2 games, but this game, I've noticed that like Brick Squad played just a lot faster, and I feel like that's why they won this game. And We Throw for Skins could not just keep up with them, which is why they got 5 goals against their 0 goals. So that's probably why they won this game.
Probably about that. So we're gonna now get back to another. We're gonna be switching up to another one. This is the only problem about we keep getting pushed back for some reason. So Brick Squad moves up. Alcoholics versus OK, and OK's actually down 2-0 right now, and or they're in their second game. Let's check out Wildfire versus You Hate to See It. And let's see this. This is the part that stinks, is trying to switch the team names quickly. I wish there was a way like I could connect this that it automatically switches for me. That'd be kind of cool. Mr. Software Engineer.
What's up?
You know, maybe
we'll
somehow
we'll talk. We'll talk later.
Real talk, guys.
No, we'll talk, not real.
Same thing.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna switch into this one with Wildfire versus You Hate to See It. Okay. Give me my mouse.
Wildfire had like the 12-0, 10-0 games from the last time, so we don't know what happened there.
All right. Excuse me. First game, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. Wildfire versus You Hate to See It. Let's see what these guys can do. Dexter blocking that. Only down by 1, so there's plenty of room for You Hate to See It to do something here. E-Man Forever coming there. Dexter following this, putting it on the back wall. It's up high. E-Man not there for it. That is really weird that his name is E-Man. Especially because, or Emin. Especially because my middle name is Eamon. But like the German spelt way. It's so weird.
Creepy.
Alright. Well, J-Dab putting this one in the center. Trying to get the shot. Ooh, just missing that one. Oh my god, Reconcile. Takes me a while to read some of these names. A little confusion between Reconcile. Oh, Reconcile and Dexter bumping each other. Eamon popping that one over. Wait, are they down a player? Oh my god, Wildfire is actually has lost a player. It is a 2v3, and they are up 2-1.
That's crazy. Oh, I wonder if they were down a player the other games as well. That would be quite entertaining.
You're right about that. And Spit, thank you for the advice. The problem is we don't get the team names until the brackets start, and at that point it's too late to grab all the team names. We're coming down to the last minute now. Wildfire just needs to hold on. Might have been a disconnect from it. I hope Wildfire knows that they can get their team names, or they can get their last teammate back. If he lagged out, he can come back if he goes to private match join party. I believe that's what it is. Speaking of which, there he is. There we go. So it's going to be a 3v3 again. Nice job to Wildfire to hold on without a third for a while.
That's insane.
Really good. It's coming down the last 10 seconds. Getting a little flashy in their last player. But we're not going to see too much out of this one. And touchdown. So that's it. Game 1 goes to Wildfire. Nicely done to them. Little cockroach on the screen. That's kind of fun.
Nasty.
It's nasty.
That's nasty. Well, judging from how Wildfire did on their other two games with the other team, like they were 10-0, then 12-0. This game, it seems like you hate to see it. Really gave them a run for their money. Especially since like Wildfire was down 2 players. So I'm excited to see what happens this next game, since we get to see a full game this time.
Yeah. All right, so it's pretty impressive to see so much damage coming out of Wildfire when they were down a player. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do in Game 2. We're going to be in Game 2 in DFH Stadium. Wildfire up in the series 1-0. Best of 3. We'll only see best of 5 in the finals. These guys really need to buckle down if they want to go into a Game 3. And that's, you hate to see it. Oh, Colt's doing a nice job. Oh, the ball almost went in, hitting the crossbar and the sidebar in that corner. J-Dab, last man back. Got to pinch this one off. Dexter looking to center this. J-Dab not in the best place. E-Man almost put that in. Just off the target. We're going back over to the hate to see side.
Did he just flip over it? Yeah, oh my god, that was so cool. It just like flipped right over him.
See what happens when you start getting good at the game?
I wish I could never get there.
Yeah. Bronze for life.
No, dirt for life, man.
Yeah, dirt for life. No, I ranked up. I'm on plastic now.
Ah, nice.
Dexter looking to put a shot way off target. E-Man now looking to put something off the back wall. It's pretty high. Reconcile tried to do something with it. Now Casey Colt and J-Dab pushing off onto the side. Reverse last man. Could not do anything about it. Good defense coming out of, you hate to see it, but not good enough offense. They are just missing the target over and over again. They need to hone in their shots so that they can try to get a point in the board. J-Dab putting that shot in, giving them the first point. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in this game.
I feel like you pronounce his like full name like J-Dab.
All right.
No, but very, very good area by J-Dab. Reading his pass from his teammate.
All right. So we're moving on to the next point. Reconcile and the rest of you hate to see it. Really have to start honing in their shots to get a point on that board. They've been doing some pretty good plays. It's just they keep missing it. And I honestly think part of it is the boost control. Every time the camera switches, I've noticed a lot of these players are low on boost. Which low on boost also means not a powerful shot. Let's see how they're going to control this one. Reconcile. They're going to center this one over Colt. Oh, a little scary, but Dexter and E-Man forever. Double commit on that. Reconcile has to get the save. Couldn't get there in time, and J-Dab puts on the second point for Wildfire.
I just love how Colt just like stole the ball from this. Like, you know, I see you trying to dribble that ball into my net. No, I'm gonna take this now. Like early on, that was pretty cool.
2 minutes 51 seconds here. Wildfire up in the series and up in the game, 2-0. What a bounce off the two of those players.
Right.
J-Dab looking to center this up for Colt. Colt just missing it. Reverse now going up. Fridge couldn't do anything about it. J-Dab going up for it. Still could not put the ball in. And now Colt putting that in. It takes 4 players to put the ball in, and we only got 3 on each team.
That's the best part. But no, but like honestly, like with that entire play right there, that was good rotations with Wild. Like Colt was just ready for that. Like, he was the first one to go in for it, and then he came back. He was the last one, and then he went in for it, and just he got it. Like it was good rotations. The wonders of rotations. You never know what they'll do.
Exactly. GG to them. It was rough to see a forfeit. I think that's one of the things that's always a bummer about this tournaments is that people can forfeit. But then again, I understand. You don't want to be sitting there getting your butt whooped over and over and over again the whole time. So with that, Wildfire now moves on to the finals. We are waiting for this game to finish up. Alcoholics is up, going up against Make Merca God's Plan, which is crazy to see because that is Team OK, but I know they are playing with a sub tonight. So we'll see how far they go. But whoever plays that one will be going up against Brick Squad. I mean, we just saw how Brick Squad was able to play. We know that GS Turbo and Buzz Lightyear are a good duo team. We've seen a lot of it here at RBG Esports. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to hone their skills with their third player. You know, it was just working out for them. They went to a game 3. Their second game was close, but the games they won were dominating, but the game that they lost was close. So let's see if it's just is it just a phase thing, or if they're going to be able to do more damage with the rest of the teams that are coming up. So I'm excited to see how this is going to work. So we are just waiting for this last game to finish. I'm not going to jump in the last second, but then after that game is done, we're going to hop in with whoever wins this game going up against Brick Squad. So hopefully that'll be done soon. But Cools, if Brick Squad does win, do you think they're going to be able to handle Wildfire? Or if and we know Team OK. We haven't seen Alcoholics yet, but we know Team OK. We know Brick Squad. So out of those teams, who do you think would be able to handle Wildfire if any of them saw Wildfire at the end?
I honestly think Brick Squad will be able to handle Wildfire, but honestly, I have not seen Brick OK with their sub play against Brick Squad yet. So honestly, I think either one of them could actually take Wildfire on. Wildfire did, against You Hate to See It. Seeing how You Hate to See It plays, I feel like Brick Squad are way better than Brick Squad and OK are way better than You Hate to See It. So I think they would give Wildfire a good run for their money.
My thing is Wildfire did beat Brick Squad in the last 3v3 tournament we had, but Brick Squad did have a different third. So I'm interested to see if this third is going to be able to do something. Wildfire is a solid 3s team, while Brick Squad is a 2s team with a third, in my opinion. Make America again, or Team OK, they are also a 3-man's team, but they're playing with a sub, so they're now, again, a 2-man with one last player. But the thing is that, in my opinion, OK, they have played with their subs. They swap in and out with their subs a lot. So they do have some history of playing with each other, which is why I'm actually really surprised to see how close this game is. I mean, we don't know who Alcoholics is. These guys could also be champs. So with that, we're looking at a bunch of champ players in the end, which is really cool to see. I'm excited to see some pretty good Rocket League pretty much because of that. I mean, Alcoholics beating Make America 2-0 in the first game, and then a complete flip-flop with a 3-1. So I'm very interested with that. And we are seeing in the comments that Team OK did beat Wildfire, but that was when they had Beard Runner on their team. And it was Beard Runner and Gary with their sub-third, where now it's Gary and Air with their sub-third of... who was it again? I forgot now. Who was their third that's subbing in?
Oh, Steve.
Steve, right. So that it could be a totally different game, like a ball game with those guys. So I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to be. But to update the score, Team OK is now up 2-1. So it's looking pretty good for them. You know what? We can jump in, but I'm not gonna change the scores. You're just gonna stare at my pretty face.
Yeah, but you see how I saw how Air was playing, because I never got to see Air play that much. But Air, he is a good player, to be honest. Like, wow, like he knows how to read passes very, very well, from what I've seen so far. And I feel like that's like a really, really big good strength with OK.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, OK is up 3-2 now. So the scoreboard wasn't updating, but only 30 seconds left in the game. And Etchtree is actually a new member, I believe. I've seen his name. He just followed the stream before, so shout outs to him. Kern and Bananas, so I do recognize these guys. So it's cool. We're seeing a lot of returning teams come back, and I'm very excited to see that. And new teams that are just coming in. Ooh, long hit. Last 5 seconds. And it looks like OK will indeed move on with another win.
Yep. The nail in the coffin.
A nail in the coffin there, so nicely done to them. We are going to be moving on, and it is going to be Team OK who will be looking to go up in the semifinals against Brick Squad. So that is pretty cool.
It's going to be a very, very exciting game, to be honest.
I'm excited about this just because of the fact this is why it's very important to be versing the same kind of players over and over again. You start to learn teams, and it's hard when they're subs, of course, but the thing is, like, these guys are starting to learn teams. So we've seen OK in the 3v3. We've seen Brick Squad in 3v3. We've seen the Wildfire in our 3v3 tournaments. These guys may or may not have been watching the stream, but they do have now somewhat of an idea. They know who these guys are. They know how they play and everything, and this could really, really make an impact of how the teams are going to be playing. You know, because now they know their competition. There's a difference of just going into a single elimination tournament, not knowing anybody you're going up against. You just, all you know is your skill and what you guys can do. That's it. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to do. And we're seeing in the chat that last tourney was Wildfire's first tourney together. That's really cool. And if you can confirm, I believe their squad is still the same squad from the last tournament, which is really cool. And I'm very excited to see what Wildfire does in the finals. But before that, we need to see who is going to be versing them, and that will be either Team OK or Brick Squad, which Team OK is make Merca God's plan. For anyone just tuning in. And make sure to hit the follow button, check out our Twitter, and join our Discord for all future tournaments. We'll actually be hosting real tournaments soon, not just these in-game tournaments. We're only doing this, to be honest. I want to be transparent with you guys. We're doing this for recruitment reasons. We want to try to get as many of you guys in so that when we do have actual tournaments coming up, it's going to be insane. I think it'd be a lot more fun when we see a lot of the players we know, and it'll be easier for the casters as well because we'll know how you play, and we can cast for you guys a little bit better. With that, it looks like Brick Squad is up 1-0, and we can get in. So let's get in there and check out what's going on.
Might have been a kickoff goal.
No, I don't know. I mean, we got 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. Brick Squad up by 1. Air trying to get in the way, pushing that ball over. Space Lad doing a nice job controlling that. Gary looking to center this one up. Too far over. Turbo going to control this. Ooh, missing that. But threw off Steve. Nicely done. Air getting in the way now. Space Lad going to try to do something. Can't get control of that. Steve keeping this on the backboard. Air when it's on the back. Gary's going to follow this one up. We're going to center this one up. Steve, ooh, went for the shot, but nicely done. Deflected by a player. Tyrant looking for the shot. Open net, and that goes in, giving them a 2-0 lead. Brick Squad looking pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have read that ceiling touch, honestly. Not the touch, I mean the ceiling, like bouncing it off the ceiling. I'm terrible at that, but I'm glad that Tyrant was able to read that off the ceiling. He just took the shot on the open net, I think.
Sometimes the trick about reading stuff off the ceiling is just keeping an eye on the circle on the ground, and there is a very, very, very slim white line under the ball that's very hard to see, but it's there. That goes in for Team OK. And what happened here? Oh,
everyone misses. And Space Lab wasn't able to get there at the last second, sadly.
So that gives a 1-point deficit now for Team OK. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Plenty of time for them to come back. Steve coming up. Whoa, trying to wait for Turbo. Trying to fake him almost. Oh, almost a good shot by Tyrant. Missing that, though. Gary. Going up against Space. Space is driving backwards. He's going to let that go to Turbo. Turbo. We're going to put the shot. Air getting a little confused, but getting back in time. Tyrant now putting the shot. Steve not getting back into the net, and that gives them a 2-point lead now for Brick Squad.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of weird rotations with OK right there. No one in net there to, like, follow it up, sadly.
3 minutes left in this game. Brick Squad only up by 2 points. Plenty of room and space for these guys to, or I should say OK to come back. Tyrant almost putting a nice shot. It could be an own goal if Air can't get this out. And it doesn't get out. Tyrant gets that point. Give him a 3-point lead. This is insane. Just that touch. Able to get that. Air getting a little discombobulated from the touch of the ball. Can't do anything from there. That ball goes in. I'm sorry I took your job, Pools, but just seeing that happen was amazing.
Sorry, I blinked. What happened?
Exactly. With that, Brick Squad doing a good job, having a hefty lead. And it's feeling good for them, but never mind. Steve is going to put that ball in. And another 2-point deficit with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of an overcommit here by Brick Squad. Just Steve getting it right between them.
So we're getting halfway through game one. Brick Squad doing a nice job with their lead. But Team OK is slowly coming back. Turbo controlling that, pushing that one over. Air. Trying to get this past Turbo. Turbo was able to read that, putting it in the center, but no one on Brick Squad was ready for it. Gary's looking to control this one. Get this over 2 players. Last back is Turbo. Big clear coming out of him. Air going to clear it back. Tyrant whipping that one. Space. Trying to do something. Air was able to cut him off. Steve looking to try to put any damage. Missing that as well. Gary's now controlling it. It's like a lot of confusion coming out of both players. A lot of players are not hitting the ball where either teams are expecting it. And I think that's where a lot of these whips are coming out. Oh, but that ball goes in. They got another point on the board for Brick Squad.
Yep. Yeah.
Good
Gary
fake.
with a very unfortunate. Yeah. Gary with a very unfortunate touch right there, passing it over to Space Lab basically.
3 points up for Brick Squad in game one. Minute 45 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time to come back, but with the way that OK is playing, I don't see it really happening. Air getting that past one of the orange players, so Gary's going to try to bring this one up. You can see the demo coming in and messes them up, and Steve gets that ball in.
That team play, that was good. Gary and I think it was Air. No, Air bumping.
Yep.
Air getting the bumps on the goalies, while Steve taking advantage of the goalies being bumped and just getting the goal. Very nice team play with I think it was OK. Yeah, OK.
Yep. Sometimes the right call to play is when you notice the play is starting to slow down. The player's trying to control it in the corner or wherever they are. If you're the player that's kind of right up next to them, you're almost looking like you're about to double commit. Get in there, bump. They need some bumps. They need some bruises on the other team if they want to put another point in. Because right there, Space is ready for it. If the player was able to bump it, that would have been another story. That's what these players are going to need to do. When you're in the higher ranks and the game starts speeding up, anything that slows down, you need to build room and space for the other team.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, this is Rocket League, not soccer. There are no fouls in Rocket League, so bump away.
We're coming down. We are now in the last minute of regulation time. Brick Squad still up by 2 points, but OK is not letting them take a win easily. They're putting up a big fight. Whoa, 2 players double committing. That is an open net in the back. Steve is the only man trying to get back, but that looks like it might be another point. The ball wasn't hit hard enough by Tyrant, so Steve was able to save that. Air and Gary working together on this, but not a good hit. Steve's last man back again as Turbo took a shot. Nice over-the-shoulder save there. Last 20 seconds. We're on the Brick Squad side. Gary needs to set this one up or take the shot. A double commit again out of Air Chargan and Gary. Good carry by Turbo. Getting it past Steve, but missing the target. Last 5 seconds. It is safe to say that this first game is going to go to Brick Squad.
Yep. Very nicely done by Brick Squad. Honestly, I mean, their team play is really good. Both teams' team play. Don't get me wrong. Both teams' team play are very good, and that's what makes that game so awesome to watch. I mean, we saw that little play that OK did earlier, but Brick Squad. I mean, it's just I feel like this third that they have is like the one they need. I think it's Tyrant that's their like the third that keeps getting switched out, right?
I believe he's the new third.
Yeah, I think Tyrant is a good addition to Brick Squad. That with that game right there, I think this is not just like a duo and a single and another person. I think this is a full-on three-man team, and I love seeing this right now.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good plays coming out of Tyrant and Turbo. I mean, all the pass where that is happening, it's really nice to happen. So I'm excited to see how Game 2 is going to happen between these guys. I mean, the game was 5-3. There was 2 points lead for Brick Squad, but that still means there's plenty of room. If you can get a goal in, that means... Whoa, where did he go? A little confusion there. But if you can get a goal in, that means there's a chance for you to win. That's how I like to say it. This good old saying that a lot of people say back in American football is if you can touch the ball, you can catch the ball. And right there, Steve proves my point by a 6-second goal, getting the first point on the board for OK. Good old-fashioned saying here at RBG Esports, it only takes 6. Come from one of my old teammates, Colonel Mustard. Shout-outs to that man.
He's now my teammate.
Listen, there will never be the Colonel Random duo like that was.
You're right, it's going to be the Colonel Cool duo now.
You wish. It's going to be the Colonel Austin duo.
Okay.
Oh, man, the cameras are not being friendly with us.
Oh, my.
We're only 30 seconds in, and we got another point on for OK. Nicely done by Air jogging here. Gary passing that over, and Air being right where he needed to be and put that ball in.
Well, that's a cool camera. Whoa. I like that. I like
That's just switching to them.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. I was going to say, that's pretty cool.
If I really wanted to be fancy, I could start switching around, but my brain can start hurting looking for the players when it comes to stuff like this. Steve blocking that one. Gary, not in the best location for it, so Air is going to be ready for that one. Ooh, nice one by Tyrant. Turbo's now got to get back. Ooh, nicely done cutting that one off. Gary looking to put that shot in. Air following up. Nicely done by Space Lad to block that one. Tyrant going against Steve. Steve putting that ball up. Lad putting that high. Tyrant. Oh, missing that one. Gary's going to follow this one. Turbo wins that one. Tyrant ready to get that. Whoa! Hitting that off a little bit farther than I think he was expecting that one. So Turbo's going to hit that one high. Steve ready to cut that off. Space Lad and Turbo going to work on this one. Oh, no. It's a shot instead. And Turbo puts that point in. Nicely done by him.
Oh, yeah. Both teams neck and neck. But it looks like, okay, we took a GS Turbo, you know, got the goal within like mid-rotation for OK. I feel like that's the reason why he got that goal right there. And, you know, taking advantage of like people mid-rotation, that's very, very critical to get goals.
Exactly. When it comes to recognizing play in a situation, Rocket League is within milliseconds and within like a second. Recognizing that a play just happened, whether or not you can cut off the... Whoa, that goes in! Recognizing the play and cutting off a player on a rotation to make a quick shot. Look right here. Turbo doing a nice job getting a pinch there and putting that ball in. They are all tied up in game 2.
Oh, yes. The speed of the ball also matters. Like, you know, the ball is going to go faster than you in this game, no matter what. So, if you can hit the ball fast enough into the net, you will always catch a mid-rotation. So, it's just unfortunate for OK right there.
Again, another unfortunate rotation. OK. It looks like they're just starting to lose their mobility together to work. The rotations are getting cut off left and right. OK is now down a point when they had a 2-point lead in the first 30 seconds of the game. It's almost as if like they have a nice burst of speed and then they start to lose their, I don't want to say adrenaline, but their endurance.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Wow, green.
We're 2 minutes into this game now. 5 points already on the board 3 of them to Brick Squad as they're holding the lead. They need to win this if they want to go into the finals and finally move into a comfortable best of 5. Team OK trying to get a little fancy with the passes, but they're just missing some of them. Ball's going high. Whoa, Tyrant doing a nice job hitting that ball high and then pushing it back down low. Air trying to get that over Turbo. Turbo was able to recognize that just in time. Steve putting that high. He's going to try to read it off the back wall. He almost put the ball in. What a save by Spacelat, though. What a play right there.
Oh, wow.
Turbo controlling this, getting over 2 players. Steve was the last one back. The ball's high. Steve's looking to put the shot in, and he does. Putting the ball in, tying it up. Nicely done by Steve for Team OK.
Oh, yeah. Looks like, OK wow, words. They caught, that's the word. They caught OK in mid, no, wow, gosh. They caught
OK off rotation, and Steve was
Yes,
able to put that ball in. So we're now 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the game, all tied up in game 2. Steve putting that really high. We're starting to see some more aerial games. Air putting this off to the side. He's going to follow this one. Trying to get in the way of Tyrant. Could not land in time. Another one from Turbo blocking him. Gary pushing that one. It's going to be centering, and the ball going in. A mistake from Air, or I believe that was that Air that did it? Turbo putting that one up. Gary hitting the ball uncomfortably, and Steve could not get back in time. Turbo was able to put that ball in.
Brick Squad taking advantage of mistakes by OK.
That's how it is.
That's really how it is, yeah.
That's what you want to do sometimes, is just be able to take advantage, get in the way of any small touch. Steve now putting this ball up high. Turbo pushing this one out, but Air's ready. Oh, just missing that. Gary putting this back in the center. Air, oh, I think he went to steal the boost. I don't know if he was going to go for a doink or not. Steve now by himself bringing this one up. Anyone ready for it? Air not ready for it. Gary's there for it. He's going to try to put this one up. Tyrant doing a nice job putting that ball up high. Lightman passing it up to Tyrant, but Tyrant opts to center. Gary controlling that one. Steve hitting that over to him. Gary's bringing this one up over to Steve. Steve trying to put the shot in. Tyrant getting back just in time. The air jogging. Now we're going to put this one over. Turbo pushing this one over. Lightman was taken out of the play. Gary hitting it to Turbo. Turbo hitting it back to the back wall. Steve blocking that from before it pushes any farther. Ball's going high. Low boost for Air. He can't do anything. A sitting duck there. And nice shot by Tyrant. Get that ball up high.
Yeah.
And shoot that low.
Gary was going there. Gary was just looking, he was going really far back. Might have been going for the mid boost. Yeah. Yeah, just left Air all there by himself, sadly.
So we're coming down to the last minute of Game 2. Brick Squad comfortably up 1-0, and they are winning 5-3 here. So they just need to run down the last minute of this clock if they want to move to the finals and take on Wildfire. And those two have played in the last 3v3 tournament when they went up against each other, and Wildfire won. So I think Brick Squad really wants this so they can get the revenge. Nicely done by Air. Put this on the corner. Steve trying to put the shot. Getting blocked by Turbo. Gary now trying to put this back on the back wall. It's going high. Whoa, Steve and Gary double committing there. You could see that Gary was leaning back. I think he was trying to actually be getting called off by Steve there. That ball's high the last 5 seconds of the game. It doesn't matter anymore. It looks like this game is going to go to Brick Squad. But we're going to see if we're going to get one more point. No. So GG to them. That means Brick Squad is going to be moving on to the finals against Wildfire. It is. What? What do you mean what do you mean I'm not logged in? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Online. Pull me back on.
You were set to offline for some reason, I guess.
Pull me back on. No. The finals are happening. Put me back on.
Oh no.
What's going on? Please.
Let me check my Steam and see if mine's offline as well. No, mine's online.
All right. We're back. Steam, stop it.
That's Steam. Bad.
Bad Steam. Slap him on the wrist. Bad. All right, so with that, we are coming down to the last game. This is the finals. Brick Squad versus Wildfire. And, all right, now I'm going to ask for predictions. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Hoo-wee. I'm going to say Brick Squad because Tyrant is a great third for them now, honestly. I think this is their third that they've been waiting for, and I think that third will give them the chance that they can beat Wildfire. So that is my prediction. I think Brick Squad will win this. And is it best of 5?
It's a best of 5.
Best of 5. So, but they're not going to win it that easily, of course. I think it's going to be a 3-2. So,
see, I love Brick Squad. They've been amazing community to us, but as I was about to say, I think Wildfire is going to take this one, and they certainly put that one in right there. But we'll have to see. I mean, we're split 50-50. We only got one person in the chat saying Brick Squad. Chat, let us know who you think is going to do it. Also, go and tweet at us using @RBG_esports. RBG, not RGB. RBG_esports. Tweet at us. You might see your tweet on here on the screen. And let us know who you think is going to win tonight's 3v3 tournament.
Oh, yeah, funny story, though. When I first made the bot, I put RGB, so...
Nice. Everyone makes those mistakes. It's all right. But we are looking at a 2-0 lead now for Wildfire in Game 1. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game.
Oh yeah, it looks like Brick Squad's like all over the place right now. They're trying to like scramble around to get that ball. They need to get their communication down and really like this is a good team. Wildfire is a good team. They need to get their communication down so they can have even a chance to win this game.
3 minutes, 13 seconds left in Game 1. Wildfire looking to push this one over again to the Brick Squad side. Space going up against K. Cool. Oh! K. Colt, I meant to say. KC Colt. Space Lad bringing that high. Turbo tried to follow that one up. KC doing a nice job blocking that one. He's looking to put this one in the net. It's going to hit the crossbar. Space Lad just getting it out in time before Fridge got there. Ooh, J-Dab a little too far over, so he was not ready for that pass. Turbo ready for J-Dab. Hits it off the backboard. No one was ready for that one. It wasn't even too centered, so it was a tough position. First Fridge trying to center that one up. J-Dab ready for this one, but still a good pinch off Tyrant. Tyrant winning that one. Off the back wall, and Turbo putting in the first point for Brick Squad.
Oh yeah, very nicely done by Turbo. Just going up, taking advantage of the open net, and Reverse Fridge cannot get back in time. That's all it is, just taking advantage of mistakes. Like I said.
All right, so we were getting to halftime now. And Wildfire up in the lead by 1 point. We're getting a bunch of demos getting hit onto the Brick Squad side. They're just getting beaten up and bullied by Wildfire. J-Dab doing a nice job controlling that one. Tyrant trying to get that over. Reverse Fridge ready for it. So he's going to try to control this. Give it to KC Colt. KC looking to center this. Getting over 2 players. But Spaceman, Space Lad, whatever. Able to touch it. J-Dab could not follow that. Tyrant doing a nice job blocking that. Space Lad. Turbo now trying to push this one out. Tyrant following that one up. Still nothing coming out of that. Space Lad looking to put the shot. A little too weak. KC was able to block that one. KC Colt doing a nice job following that up. Pushing it over to the Brick side. No one cheating up or ready for that. So we're going to do a little ping pong action again. So someone is ready for the big clear and following them up. J-Dab trying to push that to mess up Tyrant, but he's still able to read it. Reverse Fridge doing a nice job hitting the big boomer. GS Turbo beating J-Dab in the air. KC Colt now ready for it. Turbo again hitting this, but it's going to fall in front of their net. They got to be careful. Fridge is coming in. Oh, Turbo just saving that in time. Nicely done. Good play by them. Tyrant now trying to push this one out. KC Colt in the back, ready to push this one over. Spaceman, ooh, missing that. Turbo missing that as well. A bump out of Casey Colt, but Tyrant was still able to cover that one. J-Dab going up against Space Lad now. 1v1. Space Lad doing a nice job getting that block. We are still sitting on this Brick Squad side. Brick Squad needs to get a big boomer and have a player follow up that hit if they want to get another point on, because Wildfire is literally spreading like wildfire and putting heavy, heavy damage on these guys. I got to break a pun once in a while.
Yeah, I know. We already know what happens when need boosts, so.
Exactly. Last 10 seconds of game 1. Brick Squad looking to put another point on the board to tie it up. A lot of pressure coming out of them. Last second, and the ball hits the ground. Wildfire takes the first game.
It was a close game. It really was. Both teams neck and neck almost, but with Wildfire having a little bit more. And I love their icons, by the way. It's so nice. But Wildfire having a little bit more just to be able to take advantage of it and just winning the game. And also their pressure is insane. What is it? Seven shots on goal the entire game. That's a lot of pressure. And Brick Squad, I mean, they have a lot of saves doing that, but like saves can only get you so much. I mean, eventually the ball is gonna go in. So, and Wildfire just took advantage of it and they won the game. So, but don't get me wrong though, both teams are like really, really close to being equal. And I think Brick Squad could still take this if they say, hey, all right, we lost this game, let's go into the next game. You know, we can win this. You know, it's the mindset. Psychology plays a big part in Rocket League as well. So, I guess we'll see the next game how this is gonna work.
So here we go. We're going into game 2. Wildfire up in the lead, 1-0. Oh, almost off the beginning. We got a kickoff goal, but just missing it. Casey Colt getting there. Ball's getting close. Tyrant controlling it, noticing no one's really putting pressure on it. He had time. Jade and Colt double committing on that one. It's Buzz beating them both. I'm going to call Spaceman, Space Lad, Buzz Lightyear. That's basically who he is. I don't know, maybe copyright will get in the way. Turbo hitting that ball high. Centering it over to Tyrant. But getting blocked by Colt. Space Lab putting this high. Let's see if he can follow it. Turbo going to follow this one. Going off to the side. Casey Colt now ready to retrieve it. Ooh, getting it over one player, but Space able to block the next one. GS Turbo too far back in the rotations. He's going to hit this off the back wall. Is he going to be able to follow this one? No, whiffing that. But Space Lad was there. Tyrant now going to try to keep the control of this, keep the pressure on. Both his players are now back. He's going to be buying time for them. Space Lad just trying to get in that one. Turbo now coming up, going over him. 1v1 now. Oh, Tyrant missing that, and that's an open net, giving the ball, or the first point to Wildfire.
Oh, yeah. Reverse Fridge, you know, Tyrant being the last man back, and just Reverse Fridge taking it, like, balling him, basically, and just taking advantage of the open net, since everyone else was just back.
Cyanic Servers is not kind to us. It was a fake, but it looked like it was touched on our screen. Oh, Turbo looking to put the shot. Reverse Fridge doing a nice job clearing that out just in time. Space Lad putting this up in the center for Tyrant. A little slow. J-Dab was able to clear that just in time. J-Dab getting 50-50 by a Brick Squad player. Casey Colt winning the 50-50. Casey Colt able to hit that. That ball's going straight to the net. Turbo getting bumped by one of the Wildfire players, but it still didn't go in time. Tyrant trying to put a little more pressure on it without a lot of boost. Turbo pushing it over. Reverse Fridge following it. It's going off the back wall. J-Dab last man. Double commit. Added the two Brick Squad players. We're looking at what a pretty slow game now. Nothing too crazy coming out of both teams.
Yeah, it's as I said, like they're both really neck and neck, just hitting the ball back and forth over the field. I mean, they're both really good teams. And, I mean, they're both just probably waiting for the other one to mess up just to take advantage of the mistake. I mean, that's what Reverse Fridge did with that one goal that they have currently.
Another double commit coming out of Brick Squad. J-Dab, last man, ready to take the shot. Space Lad able to get back in time. I think the other thing is these teams are starting to respect each other a little bit more. They're understanding that these teams are pretty even, and they can't be going for crazy wild shots. They're going to have to really coordinate together, but the double commits need to stop on the Brick Squad side. And the case on the Wildfire side, they just need to make their plays a little bit faster. That's how each team is going to be able to win this game. J-Dab pushing this one forward. 2 minutes left in this game. J-Dab centering this one. Another slow play coming out of a teammate. It's hard to read some of these situations as well, so I don't blame him. J-Dab high. Going on the back wall. Reverse fridge. Oh, whiffing that one. He had no boost, so he wasn't able to do much out of that. Whoa, pinch going across the field. Whip out of Turbo. Tyrant now controlling this. Spaceman, Space Lad. Light guy, late man. Trying to control that Turbo. Pinching, it's going to be centered. Oh, it's hitting the backboard. Space Lad, last guy, able to hit that just in time. Reverse fridge trying to center this. Oh no, another double commit coming out of the Wildfire team. Still slow game. Oh, a moment for J-Dab to put that shot in, but he was expecting the Brick Squad player to hit that. Casey Colt putting that high. These players really need to start being a little bit more aggressive against each other. They need to start bumping and bruising. They need to start trying to get some demos out of each other. Literally, as I said the word, it happened. That was amazing. But they need to be getting some important demos, really being able to clear stuff out, because right now, it's not helping them.
Like right now, like Wildfire needs to like improve their defense so they can secure the win, and then Brick Squad is probably just gonna need to get way more aggressive so they can actually get a goal to actually to go to overtime at least. So I mean, it's just as I said, they have to wait for each other to make a mistake basically, but they have to be ready for that mistake to be taken advantage of, to capitalize on it. That's the word.
Last 30 seconds. Oh, Tyrant getting a little fancy. Turbo getting it off his shoulders now. Trying to center it up now. It's high and it's lofty. Enough room for Tyrant. Both players expecting each other to hit it. No one committing to the full hit. We're seeing so many whiffs, and that is not looking good for Brick Squad, because this is looking like it's going to be a second game going towards Wildfire, unless they can keep it high enough. No, they can't. That's it. Second game goes to Wildfire.
Less points to this game, only 1 goal scored the entire game, you know, and then you see the shots on goal. I love seeing those, like 6 shots on net, that all that pressure. However, Brick Squad being like bricks, having 5 saves, but they couldn't get that one save that they needed just to go to overtime. So and of course that's because Reverse Fridge took advantage of the mistake that Brick Squad made, all men back. And I mean, that's what this game's going to be about. This last game's going to be about. I say last game, if you know, unless Brick Squad wins, of course. It's just taking advantage of mistakes, like because both teams are just neck and neck right now.
All right, so last one. This could be the last game. We are in match point for Wildfire. Brick Squad needs to win the next 3 games if they want to win this tournament. Wildfire only needs 1. The trouble is right now is the plays are coming out. They're not coming out quick enough. Teams aren't being aggressive with each other. They're giving each other way too much space. And they're getting, and then the allies, their own teammates, are getting in each other's way. The communication and fatigue seems to be kicking in. Been a quiet 40 seconds so far. J-Dab trying to get an air dribble. None of his teammates are ready to help him out with that one. Turbo looking to now do the same. Ooh, hitting the crossbar. Almost a point in. Casey Colt blocking Spaceman. Spaceman just being a burden to Wildfire right now. Getting in the way, just making a headache. Casey Colt doing a nice job getting this over in the center. J-Dab did not get above Space Lad. Reverse looking to put some more pressure on it. Turbo getting it out just in time. Space Lad now needs to get it. He does. Little bump coming out of Tyrant onto Turbo. That ball's high. Turbo now has control. Centering this up for nobody. Casey Colt putting this high. J-Dab could not get to it in time. Space Lad was able to beat him. Reverse now putting this high. Turbo clearing this way over. It's on target for a shot. Turbo getting a little fancy. Couldn't hit the target, though. Tyrant last man back. Rotations back now for Brick Squad. They're going to have to try to do something. They're noticing the players. They're starting to get a lot more aggressive on the Wildfire side. We even saw a demo coming out. This is what I'm expecting to see from Wildfire. There it is. And the first point goes in for J-Dab.
Those wall touches right there. You know, whenever you roll it over there onto the side and they just get. Words aren't coming out right now because I thought that was really cool. But no, like getting at the top shelf right there on the net, it's really, really hard to read those. So just unfortunate for Brick Squad, but that gives 1 point for Wildfire.
Could be another. Oh, nice save by Tyrant, but what a redirect.
Oh yeah, the top shelf is really hard to read. So I'm happy that that Brick Squad they saved that one right there.
Double commit on the defense, but still able to get the ball out in time. Reverse now trying to control this one. Going to come off the corner. This could be a shot opportunity. Nicely done by J-Dab to get rid of that before it happened. Turbo cutting off one of the orange players, but J-Dab was ready for it. Back in the other corner now. We need an opportunity on the blue team. They need to start creating opportunities, hitting the ball on the back wall, passing it, draw out defenders, do something. Because we're at a low-scoring game again. We're already past halftime in Game 3. And Wildfire is up in the lead 2-0 in the series with a 1-point lead here. Good pass to Casey Colt, but just was not fast enough, so he could not get the angle he was looking for. Last 2 minutes of the game. Spaceline now doing another big hit. No one's really ready for the clear, but Turbo is ready for that one. Casey Colt trying to push this one back over to the blue side. 2 players. Spaceman able to get in the way. Turbo getting that high, but missing the target again. Centering that up for what was supposed to be Tyrant, but he got taken out by Casey Colt. So J-Dab's looking to air dribble this one over. Anyone there for him? No. Spacelide getting up in the way and blocking him. Now we're starting to get a lot of demos coming out of these players. This is what we need to see. This is the kind of Rocket League that should be happening in the higher ranks. Aggressiveness, getting dirty, bullying the other team. Create opportunities in space for shots. Reverse Fridge just missing another opportunity for a shot. Casey Colt looking to try to center this one. Turbo cutting him off. Turbo's going to take this up the back wall. Push this one out. It's centered up for Tyrant. Can Tyrant get the shot? No, missing that. Spacelad trying to put the shot as well. It's centered up again. Turbo looking to get the angle. Couldn't get in time. We're down to the last minute. Turbo looking to put another shot. Hitting the bar again. Nothing coming out. Tyrant centering this one up for Spacelad. Casey Colt able to clear this one out now. Spacelad, he's going to hit this ball. Not where Turbo needs it. J-Dab now looking to bring this one over. He's going to try to dribble this one. He's trying to get a flip reset. Missing it, though. Oh! The pull shot! Reverse Fridge putting the second point in. It is looking like a clear lead for Wildfire. 28 seconds left. 2-0.
The pressure is really on for Brick Squad right now. If they can't score 2 goals within these 28 seconds, like, it's over for them. So, Brick Squad really, really needs to get their mechanics down and everything.
J-Dab doesn't even want to play anymore. He's busy texting his mom saying, "Hey, Mom, I won!" All right. Coming down the last 15 seconds. Wildfire looking to just put a bunch of pressure on so Brick Squad can't put anything left. Casey Colt doing a nice job getting that ball high. Tyrant trying to center this one up. Last second. No points for them. And that's it. Wildfire will take this 3v3 event. Congratulations to Wildfire for winning the 3v3 RBG Esports Single Elimination Tournament.
Well, sweep too. However, I mean, Brick Squad, you know, both teams, 5 shots on goal. The Brick Squad really, really applied a lot more pressure, like they really needed to. They needed to apply more pressure. But, you know, I mean, pressure can only do so much as if it goes into the net. And we saw what happened. It kept hitting the crossbar, the goalpost. It would not go in. And, you know, Wildfire had that cushion right there, the 2 goals. They had that cushion. So, you know, that's why Wildfire won.
Yeah, no,
overall. overall, very, very good tournament, to be honest. I like watching everyone play. It was an honor to actually commentate that last game because that looked like a really, really good game.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a fantastic game coming out of them. I'm really happy to see the competition growing, really. It's nice to always see more and more heavy-duty Rocket League coming out. That's the kind of Rocket League I hope to see more of in the near future of RBG Esports, just because when things are not too fast, it gets a little tough. Oh, sorry, someone messaged me something, and I am looking for a file. But yeah, we're really trying to build the audience right now so that we can get actual competitions for you guys in the near future. Double elimination tournaments, single elimination tournaments, actual round robins and leagues. Hopefully, we can get that all going for you guys, and I'm really pumped to see stuff like that happening. And that will only happen with your support, guys, so we do appreciate it. Thank you so much for excuse me, all the support you guys do give us, because without you guys, none of this would happen. And gals, if there are any out there. But none of this would happen without any of your support, so we do appreciate it. With that, we are going to be getting out of here. Next tournament will be again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I believe it is a 2v2 tournament again. It will not be streamed, but it will be happening tomorrow. To reconfirm, it is actually a 3v3 tournament tomorrow night. Excuse me. That will not be streamed. I believe the next stream we will be having is Saturday night, and that will be a 3v3 tournament as well. So I hope you guys are excited for that, because I am. It's always fun to see you guys come out. So, Cools, do you have anything you would like to say before we get out of here?
Well, I mean, if you're not in the Discord yet, please join the Discord. I mean, it's a great community right now, and there are two lovely bots that were made by yours truly, and Beard Runner, and a player on OK. And it's a great community, and there's everyone that's willing to help. All kinds of games to play with everyone. So join the Discord.
Yeah,
good community.
And before we get out of here, I would like to make a quick shout out to that dude Kearns, Etch Tree, and Shin Raven. Thank you all for the follow, and welcome to RBG Esports. Make sure to join our Discord last second, just so that we can get you in there. And thank you for the Twitter, guys. I will be posting that up on Twitter. Follow our Twitter. Make sure you follow that, because we make a lot of announcements there as well, posts and stuff like that. Make sure to check out our website, rbgesports.com, all one word. We have a news article area for you to see stuff there, as well as we're going to be putting our events there. So just make sure you guys are following along and everything. If you do join the Discord, make sure to go to Roll Channel. Get your roles set up, because that's where the announcements happen. We get a lot of people going like, where's everything being announced? We make the announcements. We tell you where it is. Make sure you do it. Read. I know we all hate doing it. Read. Trust me. But with that, folks, thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure to hit that follow button. We are going to be setting up the affiliation program on RBG Esports soon. So if you would like to subscribe to us and everything, we'll be setting up a donate button soon as well. So just hold off just a little bit longer. We'll have that up soon. Otherwise, Cools, thank you for joining me tonight. I am Randomize. I was your host for tonight, and we will be seeing you in the next tournament, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I always want to say EST, EDT. And then the next stream will be on Saturday at 8 p.m. EDT as well. Thank you, folks. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good?